Hey Busy Fit fam, this is Stephen Anderson and I'm your Busy Fit coach. Welcome to week 2, day 3 of your Busy Fit 2.0 Healthy Habits Coaching, and I am so glad that you're here. Now, habits and routines are the keys to your success, but they are also the keys to repeated failure. You are what you eat, you are what you speak, and you are what you repeatedly do. So my goal is to raise your awareness around those habits and routines that have really kept you from meeting your goals, and then replace them with newer, healthier habits and routines. But this is going to be tough work at first because those old habits and routines will not give up without a fight. That means that you have to persist. You have to hang in there and keep going until the newer habits and routines become easier. Now, this is going to take lots of focus and intent in the beginning to make progress, but over time you'll find that it's easier to stay on track. Now, the bad news is that the old habits and routines, they never really go away, even after decades. I mean, it's like you never forget how to ride a bike. Well, it's that very same principle. But the good news is that your new habits and routines also don't go away. The key is that you have to solidify those new habits and routines with lots of repetition. You get to decide which habits and routines you enforce. It all goes back to that ultimate power of choice. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. God has given you the power to take the steps to be healthy, happy, and have a good quality of life. So you just have to make sure you go through those repeated actions and find a way to keep moving forward. Now, as you know, this week we are working on eating more slowly. Now, this can be a lot tougher than it sounds because we've really become accustomed to passively eating. That means like we're eating while we're driving, we're eating while we're watching TV, we're eating while we're scrolling through Facebook and Instagram and surfing the internet on our phone. We're really not paying attention to what's going on. It's like you can open up a bag of chips and you're watching your show and you blink like 3 times and then you put your hand in there's no more chips. You're like, what happened to my food? Where's my chips? Because you've consumed them all without really paying attention. So this little habit here is about to change with habit number 3. We're going to raise your awareness about how fast and what you're eating and when. And I have a few suggestions that you can look at taking and putting into action to help you do this. Number 1 is to simply put your food utensil down when you're eating. Now, this assumes that we're talking about something that you're going to be eating with a utensil, but actually putting the fork down or the spoon down kind of stops that automatic shoveling that can happen when you're eating your food. So that's tip number 1, put your utensil down between bites of food. Number 2, now take a deep breath on this one because this one can be tough, but you can do it. Avoid distracted eating. That means no eating in your car, no eating while you're watching TV, no eating while you're scrolling through your phone, no eating at work through lunch, like you're eating your food and then you're lunching. No more doing that. Just focus on your meal when the meal times come. So that's tip number 2, is to avoid distracted eating and to focus on your meals at the time. Number 3 is to actually use a timer. Now, most smartphones and even some of these smart devices that you can wear on your arm can have a timer on them. Now, the first time I would just suggest you use something like a stopwatch to get an idea of how long you are taking to eat. And then from that point on, you set a timer that's a little bit longer until you get around 20 or 30 minutes for you to finish your meal. All right, now I know that can be a lot, so listen, the goal is just to get better. I don't want you to do all 3. As a matter of fact, don't do all 3. Only pick one. The Busy Fit way is to take those small steps and then incorporate it in your day. Pick one, write it on a sticky note, write it on a pad. You know, I'm a big fan of writing things down. Put it in a place where you can see it often. Put it on your steering wheel in your car, put it on your cubicle on your desk, put it somewhere where you can see it and read it to remind yourself to take that action every single day. So now we're on to our calls to action. Number 1, make sure you are going through your Busy Fit statements every single day. Don't skimp on this. Also, you're getting your water in, 16 ounces, first thing in the morning. Then number 2, you're making sure that you're honoring yourself with that activity that you're going to do every single day, or get the rest. So activity or rest, one of those things should be on the docket every day. And then number 3, you're eating more slowly. And you're going to pick which one of those techniques you're going to select, and then write it down and put it on a sticky note somewhere in your car, your house, your office, where you'll see it. But either way, I know you'll find a way to keep moving forward. And that's it. So tomorrow, I'm going to share with you a way that you can not only stay healthier, but to save you some money. So make sure you're back here for that. Also, click the button below to get very good information on why your habits are so important. And until then, persist. I will persist until I succeed. I'll never give up. And I'll see you on tomorrow.